whale shark, ICG.
Yeah.
What I like about it is, ICG, when you say it in the same sentence, you're talking several hundred meters deep. We're talking less than 100.
Yeah.
So what's your potential thoughts on there? Because I know it's early and you haven't had a chance to go there. But
ICGs are generally big, right? So iron oxide, copper, gold. And, as we know, that the examples of those are things like, Olympic Dam, giant, you got all the ones in South Australia in the Stuart Shelf. So you got Olympic Dam, you got Prominent Hill, you got Carapatina, Hillside as well. And generally these things are under a lot of cover. Olympic Dam is about 300 metres of cover. I think Carapatina is about 400. Prominent Hill was, in the hundreds of metres as well. If you go up to the Eastern Succession in Queensland, where you got Ernest Henry and Eloise and Stara, they've all got a decent bit of cover over them as well. If you look at Javieron, which is questionable whether that's an ICG, but that's got like 400 metres of cover as well. So our whale shark project sits on the end of the Capricorn Origin, where it goes under the Carnarvon Basin, and there's some limited drilling that I was actually involved with Western Mining back in the 90s, and the basement depths are only 40 to 100 metres. So obviously that's a great advantage for exploration. The key signatures of ICG deposits, the I, it stands for iron, and that's generally hematite. So these ICGs have big hematite concentrations, which gives you a dense gravity anomaly. So we have got some gravity data there. It's a bit sporadic and it's a couple of different sort of generations. So we're going to do an infill gravity program shortly, hopefully the next couple of weeks. The other signature that you get with ICGs is a whole mix of elements. So copper, gold, uranium, rare earths, moly, tungsten in varying amounts. And we're using Ernest Henry as the example for whale shark. And there's a very good atlas that the Queensland government put out about Ernest Henry. It's got every data set you can imagine: geology, mags, grav, drill hole geochemistry, surface geochemistry. And there's a good little cartoon that I've used in a couple of my presentations that's a cross section through Ernest Henry, and it shows that Ernest Henry's under about 100 metres of cover. At the interface between the cover sequence and the deposit, there's a nice plume of copper, uranium, moly, tungsten, that silver at that boundary. And so we did MMI sampling at whale shark. Initially we covered the whole area with 1 kilometre by half kilometre sampling, and we got a couple of nice anomalies at the northeastern end in copper and gold and things. So we infilled them to 250 by 250, and those anomalies got better and stronger. And so what we're going to do now, as I said, we're going to do gravity over that and look for one of these nice gravity anomalies, and then we're going to get an air core rig and we're going to drill down to that interface, the same as they've done at Ernest Henry, and then hopefully use that to focus in that geochem anomalism to something that we can drill test with deeper drilling. So again, it's that systematic process of going from here to here to here before you drill the hole. So, but the prize, these things are big.
Olympic Dam.
Olympic Dam's huge. That's an outlier, right? That's a monster. But a typical sort of benchmark for an ICG deposit is 100 million tonnes at 1% copper, 1 gram gold. That's what you're looking for, So 1 million tonnes of copper. So these things vary. Some are more copper rich, some are more gold rich, some have silver, some have uranium, some don't. But that's sort of the benchmark for like 100 million tonnes at 1% copper, 1 gram gold. And that gives you the sort of size and scale that you need to find. They're all different styles. Carapatina is like a carrot. Ernest Henry is sort of like a shoot that's in some sort of biff and stuff, more like whale shark. Prominent Hill is more structurally controlled. It's between a sort of mag anomaly and a gravity anomaly, or mag anomaly and a gravity anomaly, so it's a bit different. So again, it's like what we're talking about before, recognising the similarities and then also the potentially the differences. So the plan at Whale Shark, we've got the geochem, now we're going to do the infill gravity and we'll do the drilling, and then hopefully that brings us into something really nice and discreet that then we can test with deeper drilling.
Okay.
So and Onslow, the Onslow project is something that we'll get as much done as we can over the sort of winter months, and then see where we are by the end. So sort of August, September, see where we are there.